Hello, my name is Joanne Delisai, and I'm the studio director of Celesta Piano Studio in Victoria, Canada. Welcome to another Quick Tip Tuesday. So I have a student, and last week she asked me for help with playing her broken octaves. So at the RCM grade 9 level, you're expected to play octave scales. And if your hands are small, if you can't easily reach a full octave, they allow you to play them broken. And the key that she's working on is F major. So she was complaining that her arms were sore, her hands were getting tired when she was practicing. So my first tip to her was imagine turning a doorknob, right? So this rotation is what you're going to need in order to play those broken octaves easily. So we don't want to think of our pinkies and our thumbs as doing all the work, as if they're sort of doing the splits and they're doing the work this way. Okay, your hand is stiff, your wrist is going to feel tight, and that is going to make your forearm tired. You want to think of this rotation happening, okay? And I always think of it as starting from here, from my elbow, this way. My whole arm is loose, but I don't really start from my shoulder. I think of the rotation as happening here. Also, get your hands into position. I know that if you have a small hand, that might be a bit of a stretch, but I also want you to think of memorizing the shape of that octave with your hand. I would suggest also, if you're finding that practicing it was making you tired, practice mezzo piano rather than forte. Keep it light. Also, you notice that I'm trying to play in a straight line, so I don't want to play the white keys all the way down here and then the black keys all the way up here. You'll want to avoid this kind of zigzag motion because A, it's going to slow you down, and you'll just be moving more than you have to. So you want to be efficient with your movement. And one more tip, you might want to just practice one finger at a time. So again, you want to feel that space of an octave, and maybe just practice your thumb at first. Practice your pinky. And that will, as well as memorizing the shape of the octave, you're also going to start memorizing, I guess, the distance from one octave to the next. If you practice it just sort of pinkies and thumbs separately, then try it together again. So I hope all those hints were helpful in helping you play your broken octaves more easily. I chose F major today because that was the key that my student was working on last week. So at the RCM grade 9 level, I believe there are only 4 keys that you have to play octave scales. So just to wrap things up, number 1, I want you to think of an arm rotation when you're playing your broken octaves, and it starts from the elbow and it goes all the way to your fingertips. And if you imagine turning a doorknob, that's the movement that you're going to need. Number 2, I want you to also think of memorizing the shape of that octave in your hand. And I know that if you have a small hand, that's probably going to feel like a bit of a stretch, but if you memorize that shape in your palm, that's going to help you get from your thumb to your pinky even more easily. If you want to save energy, number 3, practice mezzo piano. Don't practice fortissimo for an hour. You're going to get tired, even if you are using, really loose, efficient movement. Number 4, also to be more efficient, don't practice up and down the keyboard this way. Avoid this sort of zigzag motion from the white keys to the black keys. Think of playing in a straight line. That's going to help you play play more quickly, if you have to play these broken octaves fast, and you want to minimize movement and energy when you're playing these exercises. Number 5, also to help you play more precisely, maybe practice the thumb by itself and then the pinky by itself. So as well as your hand memorizing the shape of the octave in your palm, you're also going to start memorizing, if you practice that way, the distance from one octave to the next. So that's definitely going to help you play more precisely. And if all these helpful hints were helpful, please leave a comment below. I love reading the comments. I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.